What if the most popular self-help advice in the world is actually setting you up for failure? I'm talking about visualizing your dream life, your dream car, your dream partner. What if constantly picturing what you want is the very thing keeping you from getting it? This sounds crazy, I know, but the legendary business philosopher Jim Rohn cut through all the noise with one brutal truth. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Think about that for a second. It flips the entire self-help industry on its head. It's not about chasing the thing. It's about building the person who naturally possesses that thing. This isn't some mystical, abstract concept. It's mechanical. The world doesn't respond to your wishes, your desires, or your vision boards. It responds to your signal. What signal are you broadcasting? Your skills, your character, your attitude, your personal philosophy. That's your broadcast frequency. You aren't a magnet for things. You're a magnet for the opportunities and people that perfectly match your current state of being. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you who you are. So, how do we change our broadcast signal? How do we become the person who attracts success instead of just chasing it? Jim Rohn laid out a practical, no-nonsense framework. It comes down to 3 powerful steps. Step 1 is what I call the identity transplant. Rohn famously said, "To have more, you must become more." This is the foundation. The first step isn't to do more. It's to become more, and you do this by performing a psychological identity transplant. It starts with a simple but profound question. Who is the person that already has what I want? Forget the stuff they own for a moment. Who are they? What do they read? How do they walk into a room? How do they carry themselves? How do they handle a crisis? What do their mornings look like? How do they speak? What do they believe about themselves and the world? Get crystal clear on this person's identity. Now, here's the exercise. It's an act as if hack. For the next 30 days, I want you to spend just 10 minutes each morning consciously acting as if you are that person. This isn't about being fake. It's about practice. When a challenge pops up during your day, ask yourself, how would my future self handle this? And then do that. When you have to make a decision, make it from that new identity. You are practicing a new reality until it becomes your automatic default. You are literally rewiring your brain to operate from a higher level of being. Step 2 is the value meter. This is where we calibrate your output. Here's an uncomfortable truth that Rohn was never afraid to share. Your income, your relationships, and your influence are direct reflections of the value you've become capable of delivering to the world. If you feel underpaid, it's not because your boss is cheap. It's because you are, in some area, underskilled. If you feel disrespected, it's because you haven't yet learned how to command respect through your actions and character. So, here's the exercise. Conduct a value audit. Right now, list your top 3 professional or personal skills, the things you're good at. Now, be brutally honest and rate your proficiency in each one on a scale of 1 to 10. Got it. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to focus on moving just one of those skills from, say, a 7 to an 8 or an 8 to a 9. Stop asking for a raise. Become so valuable that a raise becomes the obvious next step for your employer. Stop wishing for a better partner. Become the kind of person a great partner would be lucky to find. You don't get paid for your time. You get paid for the value you bring to that time. Increase your value, and your rewards will increase automatically. This brings us to step 3. The environment mirror. This might be Ron's most famous quote, and for good reason. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Your environment is the most honest mirror you will ever have. It doesn't lie about who you have become. Look around you. Who are your 5 people? The ones you text, call, and hang out with the most. Are they optimistic, driven, and wise? Do they talk about ideas, goals, and growth? Or are they cynical, complacent, and stagnant? Do they talk about other people, complain, and dwell on the past? Here's the exercise. List those 5 people. Next to each name, write down the dominant mindset or energy they embody. This isn't about blaming them or cutting them off. It's about taking a fearless inventory of the influences you are voluntarily allowing to shape you. Your environment is either confirming your old, limited identity, or it is reinforcing the new one you are trying to build. You cannot become a high performer if you're surrounded by mediocrity. The signals get crossed. Do you see how this all connects? It's a beautiful, self-reinforcing system. When you decide to upgrade your identity, you are naturally driven to increase your value to match that new self-image. As you become more valuable, you naturally start to attract a better environment, people, and opportunities on your new frequency. And that better environment reflects back and solidifies your new identity. This is the flywheel of personal transformation. This is how you stop chasing and start becoming. You stop trying to pull success towards you and instead become the core around which success naturally orbits. The work isn't out there. It's not in a new book or a new seminar. It's in here. It's about changing your being. Your challenge today is simple. Start the flywheel. You don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one step. Maybe it's the 10-minute act. As if exercise tomorrow morning. Maybe it's identifying that one skill you're going to upgrade. Or maybe, just maybe, it's having one courageous conversation with a negative influence in your life. Upgrade your identity. Audit your value. Mirror your environment. If you're ready to stop wishing and start building the person who naturally attracts success, then you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe for more philosophy that actually works in the real world. Now, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments. What is one thing you will become this week to attract what you want? Thanks for watching.